In 2006, a New York City writer began a one-year experiment. He and his family would try to live their lives with as little environmental impact as possible. Now, their extreme green experience is the subject of a new book and documentary. For Colin Beavan, his wife Michelle, and daughter Isabella, a year of little impact on the environment meant big changes.
Emit no carbon dioxide, so no driving or flying.
The family traveled on foot or by bicycle.
Watch out, honey.
Ate only unpackaged, locally grown food. And stopped shopping for anything new, including toilet paper.
Honey, do we have any toilet paper?
No, it's not about deprivation. It's not about not taking care of yourself. It's the opposite. It's about seeing, is it possible to have a good life without wasting so much?
Rather than ship waste to a landfill, Colin had a compost bin in the living room, complete with worms.
Okay, here we go.
The year wasn't always easy.
Honey, do you remember where you put the matches?
And of course, compromises were made along the way. But when the lights were switched back on, Colin and Michelle clearly saw a year that meant so much more than living without toilet paper.
What if we called it the year I lost 20 pounds without going to the gym once? Or if we called it the year we ate locally and seasonally? There are actual benefits to living environmentally.
Colin Beavan's book about his family's experience is called No Impact Man, and he joins us now with Michelle. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, original inspiration was what?
Concern for the planet. I mean, we were reading so much about global warming happening, and we were just frustrated because what can any one person do? So we thought we tried to do what we could.
So you have this idea, and he comes home and he says, guess what we're going to do, honey?
Right.
And you said...
And I said, yes, he was really excited about it. And I had just seen the movie An Inconvenient Truth. So that really, it was kind of perfect timing.
Sure.
And he was very excited about it. And I thought, this is for a great cause. So I'm game.
Great ideas sometimes are so great because they're ideas. And then the reality comes. How hard was it?
You know, honestly, the hard thing is breaking all the bad habits of wasting. But by 3 months in, the dividends were so enormous that it was really an incredible adventure. The health dividends.
Because for example, when we turned the TV off, we ended up spending more time together as a family, spending more time outside with our little girls. So it was interesting that we let go of the inconveniences, the so-called conveniences and efficiencies, and found other joys.
Right. So what did you eat for breakfast? Because you didn't try not to buy any packaged food, right?
And only local food. So breakfast time in the wintertime was a lot of cornmeal porridge. But in the summertime, yeah, that's true. But in the summertime, when the farmer's market really came up, then it was all sorts of berries and cantaloupes. And actually what happened to us was we lost weight because we were eating so much better.
Right. And not using the elevator as well?
So we were using the stairs.
Right.
So we had automatic cardio built into our day, bike, walking around stairs. It was great. We didn't have to go to the gym.
Yeah.
So funny, the city of New York is right now promoting people, asking them to take stairs as a method of exercise.
Right. The when people came over, friends of yours, say you had them over for dinner, and you have your compost box right in the middle of the living room, and it probably gives off a kind of an interesting aroma, as it were. How did people respond to it?
Well,
did you turn on the lights?
Well, for example, no, we didn't turn on lights especially, but for example, one time we had a local eating party where a potluck dinner where everybody had to bring their own food that they made. And then the whole thing ended up being this whole conversation about how did you do it and where did you get the local ingredients from. It was really fascinating.
Right. But is this one of those, okay, so we did this for a year and that was so nutty and what a great experiment and what a great experience. What's the most important thing you're going to hang on to? Because you turned the lights back on, right?
We did. You know.
Are you taking the elevator now?
Yeah,
okay. but no air conditioning.
You know what? It's really not hard not to waste, and it was a great joy and a pleasure, and it made me happier to feel like I was treating the planet with more respect, and it made our family really intimate and more close to kind of let go of all the distractions of screens and high fructose corn syrup and all
Well, it was
that.
interesting. I was just out in Iowa. I was talking to a farmer friend of mine, and we were talking about the price of commodities and all this other stuff. And he said, do you know how much how many the cost of what the wheat is in a box of cereal that costs $4? It's a couple of pennies,
Right.
you know, versus all of the stuff that's around it. So there's some sense in all
Yeah,
of
this was a great lifestyle redesign for us. And
Yeah.
we weren't saying anyone else should do it, but we discovered enormous joys and benefits by redesigning our lifestyle in a way that just wasn't wasting and harmful to the planet.
And we discovered that, you know, there is a climate emergency happening.
Right.
And it is possible for us as citizens to actually
Did you feel like it
care
made
and
a
do-
difference?
Yeah, I mean, thousands
You
of
just
people.
have to get 300 million people to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Thousands of people came to the blog
Yeah.
and started working on it themselves, too.
Okay, and the last question, is the answer newspaper?
Oh, you know, that what we want to talk about here is that we have a big emergency that we have to deal
I know, I just thought that was the answer. All right. All right, thanks very much. To read an excerpt from No Impact Man, go to our website, earlyshow.cbsnews.com.